Welcome to round 13 of the Tasmanian Rugby Union. Back here at Rugby Park for our match between Hobart Harlequins and the Glenorchy Stags, under the guidance of Duff TV, who we haven't worked with yet this year, but so thanks to Jerry and Martin for getting down here today to allow us to do something on the stream. Weather's not great, but I'm in the comfort of the van and I'm in control of everything, so fingers crossed that I can keep the scores up and keep the timer going and make sure that everything is under control. See the Glenorchy boys there in the huddle. Just their final words. Just hear the Quins team with their final words as well before they start. And here they go, lining up. And they're going to switch ends. Leah Tua there in the number 10 for Quins. Just giving Phil Rogers, the referee, a shake of the hand before the game starts. Good fortune to see the Quins boys 2 weeks in a row. They just failed to get over the line at the end last week against the Hobart Lions, coming up short in their best game of the year. And they'll be out for blood this week, try and put their first win on the board for the season. It's been a tough one for the Harlequins boys. And Glenorchy have been getting better and better too. So these looking forward to a great physical battle today. And we're away. Kick goes nice and high, and Harry Thomas first onto that one, picks it up, ducks his head, goes forward and puts his team on the front foot. Ball picked up there by Hayes with the drive. Smith now with another drive, backed up by Naufahu, and Josh Smith, this case goes, finds Michael Lovell, he gets around the outside, and he throws the tackler off and keeps going. He steps around, and Lovell is going to score an amazing individual try in the first 30 seconds. Unbelievable work, individual effort there by Lovell. We know he's capable of this. We watch him week in, week out, and he's a guy you don't want to let get his tail up at the start of the game, because now that he's on, he's going to be hard to stop. So a big one there for big one there for the Stags to come away with a 5-pointer right at the start. 31 seconds on the clock by my view when that was scored, and Lovell, he's on fire. That was Luca Mella who went for a bit of a fly in his attempt to tackle Lovell. And the conversion to come. Lovell now lines it up, gives it a tap, and it's good. Stags go ahead. Quick, very, very quick score there and come up with 7-0. Bit wet out here today. You don't quite pick it up on the camera, but yes, it's just been a fairly light rain consistently for the last at least half an hour. Quins now will want to get onto this one quickly and make those tackles stick, particularly if
all yours. Don't have to wait for the whistle.
Particularly if the person with the ball in the hands surname is Lovell, because they're both great. And again, Harry Thomas straight onto that one. In they go, Stags. Smith, Aaron Lovell, he has a go himself. Ashton Reed gets down low and makes sure that Lovell doesn't make many metres. Smith comes in now, looks for Thomas. Thomas goes with a kick out, and it's chased down. Ransley didn't see where it went. If he had have seen that ball, I reckon he could have had a good chance to score. So great chase there by Cam Ransley on the kick chase, but unable to get onto that ball. And Thomas this time with a kick down the throat of Cullen, who was really dangerous and damaging last week. And he gets around Searle too. He's through Cullen. He's got a great turn of pace and a great step. Well tackled out there in the end by the cover defence, and Ransley comes in, gives a high one to Carter, who takes that ball into contact and gets it back. Ransley now finds Dean Adam, who's had a great season, having changed over from Easts. gets that ball back. Ransley's into it again. Ashton Reed, another play. Quins have to get out of here and throwing passes off the ground. And referee Roger says no. Quins going backwards too much there. Great work by Mackay Cullen. He's an exciting prospect, Cullen. He's very dangerous. He had a great run off that kick return.
Stable, please, before the ball comes in.
Big drive. Big drive, twos, big drive.
Okay, gentlemen. Crouch.
Let's go.
Bind. Set.
And the scrum sets. Ransley with the put in. Gets to the back there. Leatua goes blind, but the ball comes out into the hands of McGowan. And he gets around Lovell. No, he nearly gets around Lovell. Lovell grabs him and doesn't. Oh, I didn't think that there was much of a release there from Lovell, but he gets it, and he goes the quick tap too.
Yeah, he's onside. He's onside.
Onside, and he gets around the first tackle, but not the cover tackle there from Carter. And Glenorchy now in a damaging position. Aaron Lovell puts the ball out in front of Ford, who looks up before he's gathered it and drops that one. He's a bit wet out there. Players just need that ball screw to get see Ford. Just put his eyes up.
Sorry, man.
Lock and load, yeah, lock and load.
Don't think he did it intentionally.
Lock and load.
Just the drop ball there.
Push him off. Let's go. Same scrum again, boys. They don't want it. They don't want it.
From
Push 'em
Ford.
on.
Just see looking up at the last minute just before he managed to gather it.
Okay, gentlemen.
They don't want it.
Crouch.
Come on, load.
Bind. Set.
And here we go. So Quins deep in defence here.
Release. Yep.
Somehow managed to find the hands of Wish Wilson running off the back there. And Outman throws the pass off. Finds Millhouse. He also had a great game last week against the Lions. And Leatua clears that one. He's had enough of standing near his try line. Puts the ball out just outside the 22.
Yep. We have 10, please. Dotted line. Thank you. Playing.
Glenorchy now push the ball out. Harry Thomas with a wide cut pass. Finds Papera. He gives the ball to Kai Searle. Searle decides to chip it whilst he's under pressure. And that one's gathered by Cullen.
Flag was up there.
But Cullen taken into touch.
Yeah. I know, but you put your flag up, so we go with it. So just come
Not
in
taken
here.
into touch.
So unfortunately, once you do it, everyone's looking at you. So just keep your eye open for it. No, come and stand here then, with your flag up in the air and point in the direction. That's going to be Glenorchy. So
It's Owen Smith,
that's it.
brother of Josh,
That's fine.
number 9. Thanks to Owen for volunteering to assist and referee out there. Just getting caught a little bit unsure of what was happening. Be a good learning opportunity for Owen.
From the side.
Coming in on the side there is Ian Carter.
There's my mark.
And Glenorchy with another attacking opportunity, and another opportunity here for one of these Lovell boys to get onto it.
Offside Blue.
And Blue not getting back 10 from the tap.
Position.
Harry Thomas now gets through, makes a half break. Held on to, eventually released by Panisi. Smith wants a quick one, and he finds it too. Zalem Smith goes over right beside the posts. And another try to the Stags. And they are on fire. Quins really need to regather here because they're going to be shell-shocked after a second try in a very short time today.
No, I'm fine, thank you very much. But next time I might do.
Just watch here. It was really good work actually off this ball here. You watch. Smith gets around and he sees that it's on, and he gets around very quickly and gets that ball out, and Smith was ready and the defenders were not. And that was great work by Josh Smith there. Really, really good support play as a halfback, getting in there and getting that ball out quickly. Lovell will be thankful for the kick here, right beside the posts. Nice, easy one for him. And it's good. So Stags up 14-0. And Quins, where are they going to find a bit of inspiration from?
Tim, you got the player coming off. Who is the player off? Is it 4? 14, okay. Thank you.
So just substitution happened out here for... Not sure if it's Glenorchy, might have been Harlequins player. And the kick, nice high one from Leatua. But again, Harry Thomas, he's reading those nicely. And there's not a lot of chasing happening from Harlequins, so no real pressure on Thomas. And he finds his way towards the 10-metre line. Now Fahu there with a good pressure in there. At good pressure, the breakdown from Altman, from Quins, but Glenorchy's forwards are doing a great job. Another nice ball there from Smith. Thomas takes it into the line, loses it, gone backwards. Picked up by Pepera. Gives a fend on Millhouse, but he doesn't let him go. And Quins are on that one.
Thank you, go.
Nice work at the breakdown. And Leatua will kick his team into attack. Puts it out inside. Stags 22. That's a nice kick from Leatua.
Before the ruck was formed. So he's
and a great opportunity.
He had a go, and I said that he's allowed to have one hit. Okay. And he had one hit.
On shaft, Mick on shaft. Mick on shaft.
Michael Lovell just questioning that decision there, but I think it was Millhouse. He got his hands onto that ball immediately as the first player at the breakdown. Ball goes over the back, and the outside hand of Outman reaches out and knocks that down, and it's not straight enough, so the Stags will have a scrum. There it was. You can just see Outman had to reach out with that outside hand. Pretty obvious that one's not straight when that's all he can do. So we'll have a scrum here, and it will be the Stags to feed. Thomas playing at fly half in the green headgear for the Stags has been busy already today. He's had the ball a few times, caught every single kick that's come. And Quins this time driving, and Josh Smith goes. Good option by Smith, supported by Lewis Thomas. Aaron Lovell lucky to get away with that, running behind Brady Blaranda. Didn't really have an impact on the play. And the Stags with the pick and drive. You can hear the call. Pick and drive, pick and drive. Williams this time. It's good work by Quins. And quick blow of the whistle there from Rogers. Nice work from Wish Wilson getting onto that ball. Thought he was drived off his feet there, but good work by him. Not a huge lot of release there. Rogers is onto that one quickly, and Leatua with the banana kick gives his team another go at the line out. Want to be a bit more successful than last time.
Was he not the tackler, sir?
Hmm?
Was he not the tackler?
Sorry?
Was he not the tackler?
No.
Good pick up there again. Just some words from Lewis Thomas saying what was going on there. Wasn't that guy the tackler? Well, he was the tackler, but he's allowed to go at the ball if he releases. I'm not sure that he did, but ball goes to Outman and taken nicely. No, not straight again.
What would you like? Not straight. Scrum.
Another scrum just outside the 22 will be here. Quinn's a bit over enthusiastic at the last one, so they want to just hold off a little bit. But you can see their intent here. They're behind 14-0, and they really want to change that now that they're in attack.
Hold it for a minute. Get alone. All eight.
So we shall see the scrum in the hands of Jay Smith in the black 9.
Set.
Nice put in, and Smith leaves it for Lovell, who gives it off to Smith. He's got Thomas. Nice ball from Smith out in front of Thomas. And, oh, just if Thomas could have got that away, Smith was trailing him in support there. Great work. A nice run there by Lovell. Dishes it off. Finds Maynard, who's trying to get himself involved. And now the ball's out in the hands of Leroy Hart in the number 13, that bright blue headgear. And he's through. He chips it ahead. And this is going to sit for Papera. But no, I think got a penalty. We're going to go back.
Pulling the player back.
But after that chip kick there, Hart milked that one. But you see that Hart, and they've gone the quick tap. Glenorchy want to pour the points on. Oh, high tackle over the top there from Dean Adams on Lovell. Lovell gets back to his feet. He's very close now. Puts it back. Smith has a look. He's got Thomas. There's numbers out wide. The ball bounces along the ground. Searle picks it up. Steps back inside. He's going to probably score here. Can't quite get it off to Hart. And the ball comes now. Harry Thomas gets close to the line. Held back. Might have been another one around the neck there. Hart finds Lovell. Good contact on Lovell from Josh White out there. But he goes over and scores. Plenty of high tackles. I'm just going to have a discussion here about some contact.
It was just more of a slip, more of a seatbelt.
Yeah.
It started there.
Yeah, and then went up, yeah.
Few high tackles though there from Quins, and here Michael Lovell's words were, don't want to see a repeat of last week. There was a very high shot last week that resulted in a red card to a Quins player. And just have another look here as we go in on the replay. Good work from Thomas. That one slipped up a little bit high. Lovell went in, and it was contact from Smith, but I think the original contact might have been on the shoulder and slipped up. Smith, sorry, White rather, and the conversion's good too. So Stags now go out to a 21-point lead. And I'm trying to find the right buttons to adjust the score, so apologies for any confusion if you noticed my little slip up there. Anyway, I think we're back to right. First half, 16 minutes down. Glenorchy 3 converted tries, and it's looking like a tough day for Quins unless they can start to defend a little bit tighter and stop these line breaks from the Stags. Kick from Leatua. It's been good so far. He hasn't had many chases. This time we get a good chase on, but it's Harry Thomas again reading that ball. Good to see Luca Mella getting up quickly on that one, but didn't try and compete in the air and just waited and took Thomas as he came to ground. And the Stags again with a pick and drive. Got the numbers there to go again. Lovell bounces off one, bounces off another. Manages to get rid of the tackle of Carter, and then he's going across field, and now he gets to move forward. Release! And eventually he's taken down by White, and the Stags go out wide, get the ball outside to Aaron Lovell. He gets around Mella. He's got Ford on his outside. I don't know if he's going to need him though. Great work there by Cullen. Just put his body on the line there in front of Lovell, but I think that one's been scored. Be interested to have a look on the replay. Looks like it.
Going on the line, so that's out. So it's no try. It will be out.
All right, ball on the sideline. So good defence in the end there.
Not a try. On the line, you put the ball
just have another look at the replay. Good drive there from Wish Wilson, I think, just to put that ball on the sideline in the hands of Lovell. But great work again from Stags.
Behind the kicker.
Leatua tries to go long, makes it about 30 metres. Searle, he's got some space here. White can't get him. Searle with a nice step, decides that there's nowhere to go sideways and runs that into the tackle. Ball now in the hands of Naufahu. Stags just, the tackling from Harlequins has not been good, and another one slips off. Really good solid running from Glenorchy. Smith picks it up quickly. He'll have a look himself. So close to the line, and I think he's over. No, the ball's held up. It's now down. So given a bit of time. Great work from Leah Tua to hold him up, but good strength there from Josh Smith to put another try on the scoreboard for the Stags, and they go to a 26-0 lead. Great, great strength shown in there from Josh Smith. Just hit that one back on the replay.
I'll get out of the way between the two of you.
Great work. You just see as the camera zooms in here, Leah Tua gets in and under, and there's the ball on the ground. Couldn't quite get underneath it. So nice work to Smith.
Yes, please. Thank you.
And we're nearly halfway through the first half, and Glenorchy are pushing close to the 30-point mark. Already over a quarter of a century, and they're having a lovely day at the office. Conversely, Quinn's really struggling. It's just their defence. They're not making those first tackles stick, and it's making it pretty easy for the Stags. And that one's no good. So we'll stay at 26-0. Maybe worth Leah Tua looking to kick somewhere other than where Harry Thomas is, because he's really got those balls covered and he's getting in there, getting in the air, taking them securely and giving his team a really great platform off these kickoffs. Might want to look for a deeper one, although you've got a couple of Lovels back there who you don't really want to give a head of steam to. So it's not a promising prospect out there for Harlequins with this kick coming to the near side.
Little guy coming. I don't think he can kick that far.
Just waiting for a ball.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough ask.
Chris Mahina gives the nice left footer over the top there, and we've got one back. We do have a ball boy down there, but it's a long way for him to run and bring that one back. Leah Tua goes short, doesn't make 10 metres, but now Fahu picks it up and we're play on. Throws it back because he's under pressure, and Hart gets it, gives a bit of a dummy, straightens up. Looks for an offload, but nothing's on. And Smith now comes in. Somebody copped something in there. Lovell again with the two hands, and they don't hold on to him. Outman's got him this time and manages to take him to ground, but he palms it off to his brother. And Aaron Lovell slips through now. Scott Ford on his south side, taken to ground by Cullen, who's busy in that last line of defence. Doesn't hang on to those tackles. I've seen that a couple of times from Cullen, but he's taking him to ground. Lewis Thomas now pushing close. Smith gets the ball out to Smith, to now Fahu, pushes it out there to Blaranda. Thomas, Maynard. Oh, taken down by White. And the ball's been picked up by Papera, who goes over backwards and puts the ball down. And yet another try in this route so far, with the Stags now up 31-0. Don't fancy being a Harlequins player today. And we'll go back and have a quick look at the replay of this passage, as that ball was popped up from Michael Lovell to Aaron Lovell, who slipped the tackle. Nice support there from Ford. Wasn't able to get past Cullen, but dished that ball off to Kent Williams in support. And from here, the Stags just threw the ball wide after a nice run from Lewis Thomas. Ball went to Smith, to now Fahu, took it in, drew a couple of tacklers. Good defence out there from Josh White to just hold Maynard up, but Papera was too strong. And the Stags, another try. Missed the last kick, Lovell. Will be taking his time on this one. And doesn't make the mistake this time. So the Stags now, third of a century. Practically. Don't know how Quins are going to stem this tide. Glenorchy just throwing everything at it, and their support play has been outstanding. Just running through tackles left, right and centre. And Quins are really going to be reeling here. It was good. You could see in that last kickoff, Leah Tua decided to try something different, but couldn't quite make the 10, and it was picked up by now Fahu anyway. Kick goes back, straight down the throat of Thomas again, back to the stand. Oh, Thomas looks up this time, so makes a mistake, and that gives Quins an opportunity in attack here. Ball from Ransley goes wide and high to Leatua, takes it to the line, gets it out to White, fends off Papera, but Hart just comes in with a simple tackle on him, just driving low. And now Millhouse runs into some contact. Nice tackle by Smith. And Hayes in support. And we've got an advantage here now. So Dino Adam hits that one in. Ransley's got Ashton Reid waiting for that ball. He's dangerous, Reid. He's got some pace and he loves to slap around. That ball's ripped out though. And they'll come back away, and Quins with a penalty.
Yeah, just walk. Yep.
May want to put some points on the board here, but they may just be inclined to go for the line. Oh, they decide they want a scrum in this situation. Interesting decision. We'll see how the outcome of that goes. They've not done well at their line out a couple of times, Quinn, so lacking some confidence there by the look of it. However, they have confidence in their scrum.
They don't want this, boy.
Okay, gentlemen.
And Ransley with the put in.
Set.
Dishes it out to Leatua. He goes 2 dummies and then ends up running sideways, and Papera says, thank you very much. Steps over it, counter ruck's good, and forward goes through. Ball goes backwards, and a nice pop past Michael Lovell now on a rampage down the sideline. Just got to hold on to him, and Wish Wilson comes flying in and says, no thank you. And now Glenorchy with the ball in attack again. Panisi's got to release that one. And he does, but he doesn't roll away. And now the penalty advantage comes.
He's gone, he's gone. His ball's gone, boys.
Bluranda going forward. Hart with a little grubber out in front of Lewis Thomas out there on the wing, but ball carries on too far. And we'll come all the way back here for that penalty against Panisi, who had his hands on the ball to start with, but went off his feet and then wasn't able to roll away. It was just a bit tough, I think, for him to get out of there. Needed to make a bit more of an obvious effort and was penalised, and the Stags will have a penalty.
There it is. I'm looking completely the wrong way. Just over there. Yep. There you go.
All right. They go the tap. Why not? Lovell to Lovell. Wish Wilson, whose defence has been great, but he needs to get out of there quickly too. Pretty harsh there. I'm not sure what why there's a penalty advantage there. Wish Wilson was just getting up and the ball was rolled back and hit him. Didn't have much else he could do. And Aaron Lovell goes through. Leatua goes high on him and doesn't take him to ground, and Carter can't get him to ground either. Eventually they do. And now the ball comes out wide. They go wide again. Papera out to Maynard. Good solid defence there from White, and the ball's been turned over. Pretty quick penalty there against Wish Wilson, who made the tackle and tried to roll away, but just rolled the wrong way. Smith goes the tap, and he's got Michael Lovell outside him. Runs into Ashton Reid, who can't take him. Can anyone tackle Lovell?
Okay, it's out.
And assistant referee's flag goes up for a foot on the line.
Yeah, line out.
Have a quick look here.
Tim, can you grab the front, please?
Yeah, you can see it. Well done, Tim, out there with the flag. But there was a definite foot on the line. So pressure in defence coming across there from Harlequins. And they're deep in defence here. Can they make the line out work? They do this time. Ball comes down to Ransley. Goes wide to Leatua. He decides to have a run. Gets away from Smith. He's got White out there, who's just gets around. Nice wrap there from Leatua. Takes it into contact, but the defence is good.
Don't pull him over. Don't pull him through.
Just cleared it out a little bit.
That's fine.
Low pass there. Hayes is all over that one. And Adam not releasing.
Saddle.
Hayes wins the penalty. Gets a bit aggro, but his team gives him a pat on the back and he's having a complain.
But you were getting the penalty. You didn't need to go through with the next thing. I get it.
Bit of aggro out there, but when you're this far in front, need to just chill. Quick tap goes again, and Aaron Lovell with the ball in his hands goes over. So Glenorchy, the quick tap, just want to keep playing on and keep adding to this scoreboard, and it's really working for them. Just come all the way back and watch these passages of play through back here to the penalty.
I understand. You didn't need the next bit. You're getting the penalty.
Just see what Hayes was upset about there, was that arm over his shoulder from O'Donnell.
Yes, I can believe that.
And then when the penalty was given, there's not a lot in it. There was certainly no real pressure on it. The arm was definitely around Hayes' neck. But the quick tap again here, and Aaron Lovell just goes forward and through, and again, just not tackled. Defence not ready. And his team goes ahead even further. Kick from Lovell, and the flags are up quickly. Glenorchy hit 40 in under 30 minutes. Wonder if they can keep this up for the full 80 minutes. They're really, really playing at a hectic pace, the Stags.
Yep.
And Harlequins have no answers. A few matches around the grounds as well this week. We had our finals today, semi-finals, to see who's going to play in the reserve grade grand final next week. Ball comes down to Thomas. Nice contact. Again, some high contact there from Carter over the shoulder of Thomas. And that one's been turned over, and this one will be turned over too, so stolen by Thomas from Adams. Dean Adam, and Leroy Hart gives it a roost downfield. Cullen gets back. Nice tackle by Ford to take him down, and big solid contact on the head there of Leroy Hart from Wish Wilson, I think.
Back.
Had his head over the ball. It's pretty hard there for the player coming into that, but he really cannoned into that one. Did Wish Wilson with his head over the ball, and we might see a card out of this one.
Direct contact to the head. So are we thinking, was there any mitigating circumstances? We've got yellow or red on the table here. You go yellow. You didn't think it was bad enough to warrant a red. It wasn't direct. No. Yellow? Okay. Thank you.
I can't like it. I do like the decision there. I think Wish Wilson came in pretty hard and fast there. I don't know what else he could do, but yeah, there was certainly contact to the top of the head.
It's a dangerous clean out, direct contact to the head. There are mitigating circumstances, so it will be a yellow card. Okay? There'll be a penalty here against you, Ian, for the contact to the head. Okay?
Good explanation too.
All right, Stags now pushing further ahead downfield with another attacking chance. They've been all over Quinn so far in this match. Just while we've got this line out about to happen, the results of the reserve grade semi-finals. So a couple of lopsided events. I'll just wait.
Offside.
So offside play, Harlequins in defence. And the ball comes wide out to Maynard. Papera, past one tackle, past another. Goes through, bumps Cullen off, just put his head on the wrong side there, Cullen. And Maynard comes through in support, and the Stags go over again. 45-0 so far with a conversion to come, and Quins just cannot stop this rampaging team in black. Great work out here. Prepare. Good work from Maynard. Pushed it out to Prepare. Tunbridge didn't grab him. He gets through 2 tackles, runs it into Cullen, and then offloads to Maynard, who's over for the try. It's all too hard out here for the Stags. Just mentioning those reserve grade games. So up at Burnie, we had Burnie versus East, and that wasn't too bad a game by the look of it. The scoreboard was not too lopsided, really. I guess it was Burnie, though, coming out victors 35-17. So they'll be the first team into the grand final. And at Launceston, Taruna travelled up there and managed to put 15 points on, but it was a bit of a rout with Launceston scoring 61. So the grand final for Championship Reserve Grade next week will be between Burnie and Launceston. I imagine that match will be held at Burnie. So I look forward to travelling up there and bringing you that game next week. We've also got other matches around the grounds here too. This one sitting currently at 47-0. We've got a game between Launceston and Hobart down at, that one's down at Hutchins War Memorial Oval, I think. It's a close one there. Launceston 7, Hobart 0. I wonder, about numbers down there for Launceston, how they were able to travel. This kick's going to be short, and Bluranda decides he'll play it, and he manages to regather it after he drops it. So we're live with this play again. Now Fahu gets on top of that.
That's fine, you're fine, you've done a good job.
And Smith comes in, gives it back to Bluranda, who goes to Lovell, who goes around to Williams, who's got space. He's got Ford on his inside. He gives it to him, and Ryan Ford sees the line out in front of him, and oh my, the Stags are over again, and it's now 52-0. And we've still got plenty of time left in this half. Another great try there, just good support play. Really a great example in this match. Glenorchy, just essentially of that support play. They know the tackles are falling off, and they just need to hang around the guy with the ball. If we just have another look at it here, it comes back. Hayes just leaves it. And nice hands. Great line there by Ford as well to run. Infield, he knew where the gap was. And good work from Williams too to run towards the line and just draw the tackler over. And great work there by Ford to score that one. And the half century is met by the Stags. So 0-7, Hobart 0, Launceston 7. Burnie are playing the Bulls up north, and Burnie are up 14-5 in that match. So it's a close one there. And down at University, we've got a match between UTAS and Taruna, and the Penguins are up there 19-0. So looks tough one down there so far for the Red Men, with Taruna up pretty easily. Looks like 3 tries to 0 so far, and the conversion is good here too. And the Stags push that lead out by even more. All right, Leah Tua, where's he going to put this one? Yeah, decides to go more down the middle. Gets down there and finds, not sure who that was, it might have been a sub. No, that's Zaleb Smith taking that one. And Thomas then gets it with a nice kick back, but White gets back and fields that one on the full. He's got Searle in front of him, who makes a nice tackle and takes him to ground. The counter ruck comes from the Stags, and it's putting the pressure on there, slowing it down. Gives Quinn's players time to get back, and Altman comes around, gets that ball, gives it out to Adam. And just getting to the gain line here, the Quins. There's not a lot of metres to be made. Carter gets around Smith and rolls that one back. Not a bad idea. White gives it off, and we've now got Jack Lockley out there on the field. He came on in the second half last week and really made a huge difference to Quins. He had some really excellent forward driving and a lot of runs, did Lockley. So they'll be hoping he can get his hands on the ball and replicate that this week, because they're really, really struggling, and they need someone who can push them forward. Ball comes out. Altman gives it off to Reed. Again, Stags defence hunting in packs, and Reed's knocked that one on after he's put it down. And that one's turned over. So no joy for the Harlequins boys. Just a few phases there only, and then a mistake at the ground. Just a couple of minutes to go here. Glenorchy with the ball in their hand. Quins really need to put some effort into their defence in this situation, because they got space around the paddock here, had the Stags, and they're really looking dangerous. Ball from off the back there. Smith runs himself and no one tackles him. He's got the line in front of him here. Cullen gets there. Smith unfortunately doesn't find Lovell with the pass, and that one's picked up by McGowan, who runs it back, and so they come away, just get away with that one to Quins. Good work by Cullen back there, just to put the pressure on Smith there, and he forced that bad pass. If that ball had to hit the hands of Lovell, then Lovell would have been over under the posts.
You're off your feet, sealing off, so it'll be a penalty.
Push off the ground.
No, you're not holding your own body weight, you're sealing off, so they couldn't actually get through.
So if no one's there, can't I push off the ground?
No.
So Altman there just penalised for going over.
You okay?
Just have a quick look here. He comes into this breakdown. Goes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Straight over this one, off his feet there.
My old teammate come in,
right,
and I hit his shoulder at the same time.
On your head?
Yeah, on the shoulder.
Just talking to Leah Tua, who...
What did he hit? What did his shoulder hit? Did he hit your shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just, it wasn't the head?
Yeah, my shoulder.
Yes?
Because of my movement on my head.
He hit his own head.
Yeah, here. Just a minute, I just want to get someone on. We have a medic, please! Medic!
So just worried here about welfare of Leah Tua, just making sure he's okay. Just checking that he didn't have a direct hit to the head.
Thank you.
Just want to make sure that he's all right. So Jeff Altman just making sure that there's no issues here. Good vision there, thanks to Martin up on the top there. And Jeff says, no, he's fine. Look, and we definitely appreciate that. Player welfare is very important.
Thank you.
So well done by the referee there to make sure that was okay. We'll come back to the penalty for going off the feet at the breakdown against Harlequins. Probably won't see much more play after this one. Quins will be desperate to hold the Stags out and keep them to this 54-0 score.
Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just waiting for the ball. Make sure you stay 10, please, Blue. Make sure you stay 10.
All right, Bluranda with the throw in. Looks like the ball may go to Hayes at the back. Oh, they don't get him up, but it falls into the hands of Zeb Smith, and he takes it to ground, and Stags have an opportunity. So Thomas wants it. He's got Lovell coming around the back. Lovell running into some space, does a bit of a spin. Well done by Cullen to get hold of him, but Searle's got himself out wide, and Ford's out wide too in space. And another try to the Stags. They just cannot be stopped today.
You'll get in my way there. Yeah.
Tough game for the referee, trying to keep up with this ball movement too. Really good ball movement from the Stags on this one. We'll go back and hit the replay, but it was a really, really nice passage of play to create the overlap out wide. Line out wasn't great. Well done by Smith in there to pull that one and get to ground quickly. And again, just the ball coming out quickly. Thomas wanted it. You can see Michael Lovell coming around his back there.
You could try.
It's just again lack of tackle there from White, and Searle managed to get around the outside of his man as well. Put the pressure on, and Ford was out there unmarked.
About where you are.
Lovell there just checking where he gets the kick from. And he's pretty close to the sideline. And he's kicked pretty well, so I think he's only missed one. Ball's fallen off the tee. Luca Mella down by the post there for Quins in the number 22, just above the corner post. Came in to try and make a tackle on Ryan Ford as he scored that last try, and looking like a knee or an ankle issue. Lovell with the kick. Gives it a good tap, makes the distance, but not straight. And at half time here, it's been an absolute blitz by the Stags. So we'll go to half time here. I'll just give you a quick wrap up of the scores around the grounds too, just to see how the other matches are faring. So Launceston 7 over Hobart 3. Burnie with their noses in front of the Bulls, sorry, up at Devonport, being played at Burnie that match, 14-12. And it looks like the round half time down at Taroona versus UTAS, and Taroona are up 19-0. So we'll go to a break here, and we'll be back soon. But it's been an absolute rout from the boys in black out here, with the score at half time 59, Quins on 0.
Take 10 quick steps.
So if you are just joining us, yes, that score is correct in front of you. Glenorchy 59, Quins 0. It's been a tough day at the office for the Quins. And, well, hopefully for them, it's the scoring end that they're running at. We've got a high contact there. Dean Adam gets up and he's not very happy about it. Probably pretty high, that one. Williams, no real reason for that to have been high. Lucky to get away with just a penalty. It wasn't very forceful contact. It's probably the only thing saving him in that case. The kick comes this time from Ransley and it doesn't make touch. So Faye Leatua, who's been playing at number 10, has come off. And Ransley taking the kicking duties in that situation. So they're going to miss Leatua. He's a good player. Lovell takes it into contact. They hang on to him this time. See the face of Adam Mahina, who we haven't seen on the field in rugby in Tasmania in a long time. He's been living interstate. His brother Chris, so both sons of the legendary Bill Mahina, who's a formidable person in Tasmanian rugby. Sadly died. It's quite a few years ago now. I think someone said it was almost 11 years ago to the day. So wherever you are, Bill, best wishes to you. And Harlequins now with the ball in their hand, looking to hopefully put some points on this half. Ball, Mahina gives it off to McGowan, runs into solid contact, just getting his team moving forward. And ball comes to the left and goes wide. Oh, Cullen shut down by Hart. Ball comes to Turnbridge, who probably his first touch of the game, I think, for Jason. Solid rucking there from the boys in black, but good pick-up. And a nice run forward there by Lockley and gets his team on the front foot. Ransley comes in. Got Dean Adam with O'Donnell next to him. Good clean out by O'Donnell. And the ball just coming backwards out of the ruck there. Knocked on by Harlequins in contact though. So Ashton Reid just losing that one. And we can see Aidan Wish-Wilson just coming back on the field there in the number 8 for Harlequins. Received a yellow card last half for high contact at the breakdown on Leroy Hart. Copped a solid drive out to the head.
Sorry. Yeah, it's the first one. It's the first one.
All right, so the knock on there actually from Glenorchy, so not against not against Reid in that case. It came off the hands of the Stags player, I think, at the breakdown. Quins now get the ball out. Cullen comes blind there. Wonky pass from Ransley. Picked up by Mahina. Oh, he's hitting hard in a great tackle there from Aaron Lovell after stepping. Josh White takes the ball and runs back in just to find a bit better support. And Glenorchy just line up, waiting there. Millhouse doesn't take that one. And the ball goes backwards off his hands. Ransley decides that he needs to kick that ball through. I don't know. Kai Searle was right back where that ball was going to go.
Okay, no advantage there coming.
And then Carter can't pick it up.
Charge was fine.
Just so messy at the moment. Just see Ransley here, not sure what to do in this situation. Comes back in and he goes, oh, I think I might kick this one through. There was certainly space down the left-hand side, but Kai Searle was back there and Carter couldn't catch that one and comes forward. Good work at the breakdown there from Ransley to get onto that one, turn it over. But we'll come back and back to the original knock-on from Carter. And scrum goes down, ball comes to the back. Good drive from Harlequins and have turned it over. So there's a turn for the books. They certainly were confident of their scrum earlier in the match, and now they've had a great tight head scrum win. Interesting kick there through by Mahina. Finds Kai Searle. Defenders get up and he gets around and boots that one out. and puts it into touch. So good pressure.
You had it right first time.
Good pressure from Harlequins.
He was in the 22, so he could kick it out.
And good again. We see Owen Smith over the other side there in the yellow with the flag. Getting some support from the referee in his decision making. And a substitution happening. Wish Wilson looks like an ankle issue in the middle of the field. And we'll probably see Michael Frost come on to replace him.
Take your time. Yeah. Not good, he's just come back on.
Devonport Burnie game currently sitting 17 apiece. And down at Uni, Utah's put on some points. Probably at the end of the last half, and may actually have been the start of the second half, but Taroona currently leading there 22-7. And Launceston versus Hobart still showing up as 7-3 there. So interesting with Launceston's reserve grade team only having a few fairly close matches recently and then winning in an absolute blitz this weekend, but their senior grade team that's come down to Hobart is having a tough one out there against Hobart. And the ball's come back now, some scrappy play. McGowan gets it, not much support with him, and he holds on to that one too long. I think Kent Williams gets his hands on the ball, tries to pull it away, and Smith goes the quick tap, but he's just not quite in the right place. And he goes again. So this time, Aaron Lovell, minus the blue headgear, throws it back. Smith gets onto it, and some nice hands to get out to Leroy Hart. He gives it to Searle, who steps inside. Oh, he's got Michael Lovell on his inside. Some great support play happening here by the Stags again. This time, Hayes runs into his own teammate, Jack Wakefield, and sends him flying. And there's numbers out wide for the Stags. Lewis Thomas in a hole, and he goes over. So the hands have been really good out there for Glenorchy. The support play is great, and Lewis Thomas runs into a big gaping wound in the back line of the Harlequins team.
There was nothing in that little pushy. Thank you.
Just have a look again here. Ball comes out. Hayes shoves off Wakefield. He didn't really knock him over. I think Wakefield dived out of the way to get it out of there. Ball comes out. Some good hands here. And look at the hole there. Defender out there, Panisi, just trying to cover out wide. But no defence there against Lewis Thomas. And it's more points for Glenorchy. And another kicking opportunity for Lovell. This will be the 10th try. 10th try? Kick comes in, and it's good. I don't think that's their 10th try, though, according to Glenorchy's score list on Rugby Explorer, that would have been their 10th try, but I'll double check. I think it might be the 9th try. Just got to add it up in my head. 60. Oh, no, they didn't have that on there. Yeah, 66. So 10 tries and 8 conversions. And Ransley now with the kick. Nice wide one. Lewis Thomas comes under it and taking in a good tackle out there by Tunbridge. Running down that sideline with a nice chase. Hart comes in to the halfback position. Not sure where Smith was. He was waiting out for that one. Ball comes out. Harry Thomas with the ball in his hands. Pushes it to Aaron Lovell, who's through again. No. O'Donnell just hangs on to him. Good work there by Liam O'Donnell to just hold Aaron Lovell from making another line break. And the Stags come in. Smith breaks through. Beautiful draw and feed there and gives it to Aaron Lovell. He's got Hayes on his right. Hayes runs into a gap. Beautiful pass from Lovell. Just pops it out in front of him. Hayes goes over, and the Stags have started the hemorrhage of points go ahead to 71-0 through the hands of Dylan Hayes. He's played well today. Just come back and have a look at that. It was a great work here. Some really good hands. Smith gets through here. Didn't really get through. He was well tackled, but great ball there. He just hung on to it long enough to allow Lovell to run into that gap, and nice hands there. You see that pass from Lovell just floating out in front of Dylan Hayes. Just allowing him to run onto it and catch that easily. Beautiful hands. Now Michael Lovell with his 11th attempt. Looks good over his shoulder, but just swings away to the left. So we'll stay at 71.
Hoping it was going over.
Heads up, boys, heads up.
All right. Harlequins. Is there a spark? Since he's come on, you can just see there Adam Mahina, we just panned past. He's looked pretty good. Made a good break earlier. Hopefully he'll be able to get the ball in his hands a little bit. Kick comes, well taken by Thomas. Beautifully taken there, right on the 10-metre line. And again, Smith coming across there, but Leroy Hart coming into that position. He's spent some time playing at halfback, I think, in his time, Leroy. Finding his way into that ball. Looks like we'll see a turnover here. So good work at the breakdown by Zach Millhouse, and Michael Frost decides he wants to go it alone with a quick tap. And he does so. Ransley, just a pass to Carter there, who wasn't ready for it, and starting to get a bit scrappy. So Glenorchy players offside there.
Walk it out, Zachy.
Must have been offside at the at that quick tap from Frost. Didn't retreat the 10. And a really close line out here in an attacking opportunity for Harlequins. They'll want to secure this ball. First, I'd say the first opportunity they've probably had this close to their line all day. And it'd be great if they were able to put some points on the board and get rid of this donut. Reed with the throw, goes to Outman, gets his hand on it over the back. Frost knocks it on, gets it to Mahina. He's running across field, the kick through. There's no one really chasing that, and in the end, we'll see that dived on by Thomas. But the penalty comes. Do they want the 3 points here, Quins, or are they going to try and make it a try? Scrum in this situation could work for them. Don't know that their back line, there we go. Don't know that their back line really has the edge over Glenorchy for this to be the best option. But their line-out struggled too. I'd probably think that a tap might have been a better scenario there for Harlequins. They've certainly got some big guys to run over the top of the Glenorchy defence. They've got the size this close to the line, but they opt for the scrum. Frost there in the number 8 for the Quins after Wish Wilson played well, but got a yellow card and then injured and came off. Just driving a bit early there, Quins, but push it back. And they go to the right. So Mahina gives it off to McGowan. So high tackle on McGowan. And now Quins get a chance to settle. They got a free shot here. Millhouse goes to ground. Here he is, the big fella, Lockley. Can he drive through? They're getting close. 5 metres out. Going to the left, Dean Adam having a chance. No, met in a good tackle by 2 Stags defenders and just stopped in his tracks. Outman with a pick and drive. Close to the ruck there. Doesn't really make it many metres, but gives his team another shot. Still a penalty advantage here, and Glenorchy end up going with the counter ruck.
Just a minute. It'll be your penalty. That was too fairly close inside the 22. Okay, can you go back? The first one was for not rolling away, and the second one was for offside. Okay.
There's also a high tackle amongst that as well.
Let's get it right.
So penalties close to the line here.
Am I okay, Tim, about position?
All right, Quins, here we go. Lockley. He's close. He's got a good drive on there too. I think he's over. Great work by the big fella. So finally a reward for Quins. They haven't had many chances and they got close this time. A few ill-disciplined acts out there by Glenorchy just to give away a couple of penalties in their attempts to defend. And Jack Lockley, I called him out before as a possible player to make a bit of a difference for Harlequins, and he does, and manages to put some points on the board for the Quins. So bittersweet, that one, when you're this far behind, but
hopefully a tee will arrive.
Nice work by Quins to finally break the drought. And Ransley in front with the kick, and it's good. So pleasing passages of play there for Harlequins. Smile on the face of Cameron Ransley. And an unfamiliar sight today is the ball in the hands of Michael Lovell for a kick return. Just need to wait for someone to retrieve a ball. Hopefully there's a spare one by the sideline. Someone will need to pick up. Leroy Hart finds it. There it is. Gives a bit of a caterpillar grubber across the middle. And Lovell will go the drop kick. Nice one. Ashton Reed gets around. Harry Thomas just running a good line trying to get that one. Luckily didn't collide with Reed in the air. And Lockley again driving forward. Strong meters. Aaron Lovell read that one nicely and got up quickly. Lockley was, Ransley was a little bit slow as he picked that ball up with the pass. Ashton Reed needs to be careful not to crawl too far. Quick ball is going to be good here for Quins. Solid tackle by Wakefield. Ball goes wide. White tries to get around but can't, and then ends up with a pop pass back to Adam Mahina. He's been solid as he's come on this half. Millhouse goes in and held up by Wakefield. The knee goes to ground, so they must release. And Quins making some more phases. Good ball back inside there. Good decision making from Frost there. He caught that ball pretty flat-footed. And another bump off. So Wakefield got Lockley last time. This time Lockley bumped him off. Quick up in defence there again from Lovell. Aaron Lovell just getting up very quickly, skirting that line between on and offside. And Reed hit the ground there with the ball on the wrong side, and he's knocked it on. Quins won't mind another scrum though. They're pretty confident that they're on top.
My mark's over here, boys. Just before you get to it.
So we'll see the scrum here. Quins just need to be careful in this one, not to drive too early. Be quite a wise method for Josh Smith here to just delay the put in a tiny little bit, just to try and milk that free kick for driving. They've already had one. Very unstable, and in it goes. Great work by the Stags. No, and a good drive too. Harry Thomas with the ball, takes it to the line and gives it to Pepera. He juggles it and is in the end taken down by White. He's made a few good tackles today, White. He and Pepera have had a good battle. Pepera gets up with the top coming off. And well, that one's forward from Hayes. A few suspect or very close passes in that passage of play, but the end one definitely forward, and we'll come back. Hart now coming in with the tap.
Tim, you okay with 10?
Again, taking over
Thank you.
the halfback duties, it seems. And Lovell causing a headache, as he did from the start of the game. Driving about 20 metres whilst in contact there. And now they come wide. Aaron Lovell's been exceptional all day, just never stops. Harry Thomas got Searle coming around him. Searle steps off the left foot and collected in a very solid tackle from Ian Carter. And Ian Carter steals it too.
Can you have rights to that? Okay, back you got, yeah, exactly.
Big hit there from Carter.
We want a sub, please.
Just watch this on the replay. Kai Searle was a good step, but when you got a guy the size of Ian Carter coming across when you're pretty stationary and off balance, he gets cleaned up, boom, and stolen at the same time. Not sure that was legal, but deemed legal. And the kick there, we just missed it, but great work by Leroy Hart to stop that ball from going into touch from the penalty. And just another high tackle there, so Carter coming in high. It's getting lazy.
Sorry, that way, high tackle.
And good hands, Thomas. Nice work on the juggle there. Zaleb Smith comes around. Oh, runs into a good hit from Ashton Reid. Nice tackle from Ashton. But earlier, Ian Carter just going a little bit high around the shoulders of Harry Thomas. And Josh Smith is allowed to come back into the halfback position. Defender's just not coming up. Lockley, he takes Lovell. And you can see the rain coming down pretty heavily now. Now Fahu goes through a gap. He's going to score here too. Good effort by Cullen to wrap around the legs, but nearly now Fahu, he's way too close to the line for the fullback to stop. And again, tackles being missed. Eventually, in this case, sees Glenorchy go over. So we're more than halfway through this half, and they've only scored a few so far. Quins have been able to stem the tide, but another good try there to the Stags. Just again, defence not coming up at all. Tired Harlequin players. Nice work there by Lockley to make the tackle. But now Fahu gets this ball and just gets through all too easily. Millhouse didn't work hard enough to get his body in front of now Fahu, and he scored an easy one. Lovell with another opportunity to put some more points on today. He's already scored plenty. It's a nice kick. Great kick there from out wide. So 78-7. Lovell, I think, has now kicked, 10 conversions, and he's got 2 tries himself, actually. So plenty of points for him today. Around the grounds, quick score check.
I think you're a long way. I think you're too far up. This is a halfway here.
Launceston 21.
Yeah.
Hobart just sitting back on 3, so pushing their lead out there, the Tigers. The Bulls are on 19. The Emus 20, so a very close one. And down at UTAS, Uni sitting on 14. And the Penguins on 29, so 15 points out there. And we'll come back to the game here with Cullen fielding a kick from Harry Thomas. Gives it to Mahina, to McGowan, steps back inside. Just another loose tackle on the hands on the shoulder there of McGowan from Kai Searle. Got to get that ball back quickly.
No, you can't come through the ruck and then dive on it.
Maynard was in contact there, but he's come off his feet.
Time off, sub.
And we're going to see a sub here with Chris Mahina coming on. So the Mahina brothers both on the field now. Michael Frost having a break. Hasn't been on for very long. Just saying, I've only been on there for 10 minutes. And the kick doesn't find touch. Ryan Ford gathers it and kicks it out, but probably makes maybe 10 metres from where he was standing. Actually, it was probably not a bad kick by the look of it. I couldn't see where it went out, so not a bad kick there from Ford in the end.
go. Oh, they're not very good, put it that way. Make sure you're 10, please. Glenorchy, 10. Boys.
And a line out to Quins in an attacking position. He's already scored one try this half from a similar kind of situation to this. Glenorchy need to avoid the penalties. The line out throw's not good, and Williams picks it up and has a run. Throws a wide pass and finds Maynard. He's going to draw and feed and give Kai Searle some space. Searle's pass looked forward there, and Leroy Hart's going to try and run the distance, but no good. So just a little bit too flat there, Hart, to allow that pass to go backwards. And Glenorchy are going to sub. We're going to see
Number 11 coming, yep.
Ty Hart come on, I think, to replace Ryan Ford. Ford's got 2 tries today. Played well. Had another close one where he put his foot in touch just before he scored. Potentially scored. And that rain now is falling. You can see it's falling pretty much straight down. Not a lot of wind out there, but just making it hard for everybody.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Last reference there from Ian Carter to last week's cricket pitch problems down at Hutchins War Memorial Oval, where you've got a giant drop-in pitch size, I think, in the middle that's just filled with 6 inches of mud. And the ball comes out. Mahina, quick pass out to White, who's now come into the inside centre position. And a turnover. No support around White there. Not quick enough to get there and clean out. Smith goes the quick tap. Gives it to Lovell. He's got Lovell outside him. And he goes back with a wraparound, but no one ready for that outside. Ty Hart gives it to Searle. He's quick feet there. Good work by Mahina to try and steal that one, but the Stags get in and support it. Lovell, he's not sure what to do. He looks for the kick.
You've run behind. No, you've run behind. Obstruction. No, it was 10. So you ran behind.
Just arguing there on that one, Lovell. Come back and have a look as he came across there.
Bring it back this way a bit.
Just watch. He wasn't sure what to do. He's got caught running across field, and he went to go and kick and then got in the way. But as he went around, he goes around the back of Harry Thomas while he was being chased. And as much as the tacklers probably weren't that close to him, he's definitely run behind his teammate.
Still sitting the mark.
And White now looks for the line, makes about 6 metres. Harlequins with a line out.
13 minutes. Make sure we stay 10, please, both teams.
Reed hasn't had a lot of success with his line out throws. Looks for Outman and goes short, just made 5 to Lockley. So good line out variation there by Quins. Ball comes around now. Dean Adam with another run up, and he's complaining. He's copped an arm across the face, but he's put his head down there. It's very hard for the tackler when the player runs in head first. It wasn't that low. We can check it on the replay, but just have a look with Adam running in this one. He didn't get down as low as he has done in a couple of other times.
What did you see? Because we didn't see anything.
Yeah, certainly now Fahu there with a bit of a swinging arm over there on Adam.
Play scrum here.
Wasn't very happy. Probably in the end, maybe lucky to get away with it.
Come on, let's go, Black.
Do have to just play on in those situations, I think, as you've seen a lot of players today sort of complaining about the high tackles, but can't just sort of stop the play and say, oh, I got a high tackle. Not sure why that was blown up in the end. Must have been a call from the assistant ref, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, Mahina takes it to the line, gives a wide one out to Cullen, who we haven't seen a lot of. There's not been a lot of kicking, and he's dangerous out there when the ball's being kicked down his throat. Solid hit out there on White.
Offside 12 was not back. 12 was in front of the
So again, it's just penalties here from Stags. Aiden Maynard being called out on that one.
Keep calling food.
Referee. I don't know if that was straight. It was straight, but messy at the bottom. And Outman picks it up and goes the pass, but he can see Smith outside him and doesn't throw it. And Quinn's now just settle. So Adam goes in and drops it at the breakdown. Ty Hart comes back from I'm not sure where. And now the ball comes out through some slick hands from the Stags. And Leroy Hart has it out wide. He wants Searle to come inside him. And Searle doesn't read it. And in the end, Hart has to kick it. And Mackay Cullen puts really solid pressure on there coming across in defence. So I saw that coming. I could read the movements of Leroy Hart there, but Kai Searle just missed it. Have a quick look here. It's pretty
10 minutes.
pretty clear when Hart gets the ball. He's running to the line. Look, he says, come inside me, come inside me, come inside me. Nah, and then has to kick. And he puts it out on the full. Searle just not quite reading Hart's intentions. Ball goes to the front and a quick one. So line out success, but Mahina can't catch it. In the horrible weather, bit of a grin from him. And now Glenorchy with a prime opportunity. They've been very dangerous from this kind of position here. Scrum on the 22 in attack. The blind side is about 15 metres on the near side here. You can see the 15-metre line there right next to the scrum.
Just waiting for an 8 coming.
Bulls have put on a try up at Burnie, so they've taken the lead there, 26-20. Launceston 31-3 now over Hobart, so second half looking much better for the Tigers. And Harlequins going early. Oh, Jason Turnbridge there is, I think it was an intentional knock-on with a big line break happening. Gee, lucky to get away with that, Jason. So we had the early push, but just watch here. Turnbridge comes in with a hand, no attempt to tackle. And if that ball had gone to Hart, he had an open line in front of him. So not sure where assistant referee was watching, and the referee just to allow that one a scrum for the knock-on. But Turnbridge had no attempt to tackle whatsoever in that situation. Nice view of the front row there. Carter, Reed and Adams, they've been there all day. No break for any of those guys, so great work, boys, and they're still putting the pressure on. Smith manages to get that ball out to Thomas. Ball coming wide, just running sideways across the field here, and Quins get onto that ball eventually.
Okay, we'll come back for the knock-on. First knock-on.
Leroy Hart with a smile there. He's right, he did put the pressure on, but ball was knocked on earlier. Just getting late in the game here. 8 minutes, seven minutes to go, probably 8 minutes maybe. Players getting a bit tired, and Glenorchy backs just running across the field there. Come in and have a chat. Quinn's scrum has been pretty dominant over them, but they've done a good job. Wakefield's hooking that ball back quickly and getting it to the back and allowing Smith an opportunity, even though his forward pack's being pushed backwards, still able to get that out. And he's played a great game, has Josh Smith in there. Like, getting that ball out of the back of some of those scrums has been tough. He's been quick to get that ball and a lot of quick taps, and has really kept his team on the front foot. So great work by the Smith. And pushing forward again, that's a penalty this time. Should be a penalty this time. There was no tap happened there and in the wrong place. Dean Adams not happy and Carr's not happy, but the drive's clearly early.
Okay, well that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it staggered and then you guys going forward. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Wait for him, let him.
Carter just saying there that Glenorchy are easing off to milk those. Lovell now been quiet this half, I suppose. It's been the rain's really put a dampener on the match. Adam Mahina there. Not an appropriate tap there. Off the mark. But Glenorchy wants some more points. They've only scored, I think, 19 this half. Smith goes the tap. Michael Lovell slips past one, slips past another. Taken by White, gives it off to Wakefield, who's been good this half. Pushing really close to the line there, Wakefield. He's almost over, but he's driven forward. He should be penalised for that.
Stand up.
Very short, and then tries to drive himself over the line.
Stand up. Walk away for a minute. Guys, both ways, please.
I'd like to hear the call here from the assistant referee, but it was definitely short.
There'll be a penalty here for a second movement.
We've all seen the same thing, so good call. Thanks, Tim, over here on the sideline. Well done. Great vision. Clearly, yeah, Wakefield was short originally, and he's tried to promote his position to get that ball over the line. Just didn't quite have enough momentum in the wet to slide over without doing it himself. But good effort to get there by Jack Wakefield. Josh White now with the kick, puts it out, makes sure of it. And Quins will have a line out deep in their defensive end.
4 minutes. 4. Make sure we're 10, both teams, please.
Line out goes. Hayes gets his hand in there and disrupts it.
Okay, we'll come back to the first
Boys, there's a lot of complaining happening out there. A lot of referees on the field. And the actual one is doing a good job to put up with it. You can see the players in the heat of the moment just calling out, but everyone's mates. The ball will be in the hands of Cameron Ransley to feed this scrum. Scrum contest has been really good. Quins need to just wait before now they can drive. Gets back and Ransley gets onto it. Mahina with the chip. It's a nice kick. Oh, and forward can't catch it. Stays in field though, bounced backwards somehow. And now Kaisel's got it, but Adam Mahina's chased that kick down and they've got him up off the ground. And that'll be a maul. If they can hold him up, they've got to stop him getting that ball back. Quins are going to win that one. So great work there. Excellent kick chase, Adam Mahina. Ryan Ford did a good job not to knock that one forward as he tried to catch it, but just got underneath it and hit him really high on the chest. And Quins with a nice chase there, end up with a scrum on the halfway line.
That just looks really dirty over there. Yes, thank you. Let's go.
So, good spirit out on the field. Trying to find somewhere to have this scrum that's not too muddy, and Quinn's just trying to say, what if we go down there a little bit? It's pretty green and nice, much closer to Glenorchy's try. Oh, nice stuff. Ransley, the put in. Ball comes to the back, and he's got it. Mahina standing very still. Gives it off to White. So nothing really happening there. White goes in with no support and flicks it back. Panisi now, he's come into the backs in that outside centre position after some subs or injuries. And now Fahu with another high tackle. Surely it's a yellow card. How many times? He's been called out a couple of times and gotten away with it, but the only way to stop those is to pull out the cheese, because he's been doing it all day.
You've got time.
Mind you, I couldn't say all day. I suppose the first half they didn't have to defend very much, did the Stags. Ty Hart dropping that one. Now Kaisel dropping, and that one's forward. So Hart knocked it backwards, and the pass to Searle, who was standing very still. has dropped it. And the green grass that Quins were asking for before is now the location of their scrum, and they're only about 6 metres out. So probably be the last play too. Jack Wakefield had a good half coming on, and he's going to sub for...
You do. Hey, you're up close and personal.
Not sure who that is coming on. Oh, it's...
Here he comes.
So much entertaining banter going on.
Okay, here we go. Won't be for long.
Coming on for one scrum, and that'll be it, I think. I'm not sure who that is. I can't see. I can't see that player on my list. Let's see.
Crouch. Bind.
Oh, it's looks like it's Isaiah Taulava. Picked up at the back there by Outman, but he's got no one with him. Can't get it away. Nicely tackled by Smith. And the counter ruck's on. Carter picks it up. Ball goes backwards off the shoulder of Millhouse. Can't be picked up by Dean Adam. I think the hand's out the wrong way there, though. And it should be a Glenorchy feed.
Absolutely right on. Where the mud bit is.
Quick look there. Oh, maybe off the hands down there of Papera. So I didn't spot that one. Well picked up there by the referee. Another chance here for Quins. Good drive. Nice solid scrum. Ransley wanted some help. Mahina going for the corner, but it's not on. Just running across field, and he gets shut down. And the counter ruck comes. Picked up by Searle.
From the side.
And the defence from Quins there to drive him. They're going to tap it and run it, I reckon. This will be the last play. Now Fahu. Oh, high around the shoulders from the Quins tackler.
On the side again.
So number 19 out there for Harlequins. I think it's Josh Talbot, just being caught a couple of times there coming in, not quite behind the gate. Hart hasn't got anyone outside him yet. Smith is now there. Oh, can't get the ball backwards though. And good effort there from the Stags to try and put some extra points on, but that's the ball game. And after a very, very, very large score in the first half, going in at half-time with Glenorchy up 59-0, the rain set in and made it really tough for the Stags to keep putting on the points. Quins defended far more valiantly in the second half than they did in the first, put on one try themselves. So a much closer second half there with Glenorchy only scoring 19 to Quins 7. But a huge win to the Stags there in the end, 78-7 in a mistake-ridden second half particularly. But great play all round there by everyone. Glenorchy unable to maintain the frantic rate at which they were scoring in that first half. But yeah, a good game. Played in good spirits in the end there by all. And we'll see that match wrapped up. Just give you another couple of scores from around the other grounds. Probably now seeing more like we would have expected. Final score down at University was Uni 14 points, and Taruna getting away in the end there 43. So 43-14 win to Taruna. Don't know if that game's finished up at Burnie, but the Bulls have moved ahead with a 13-point lead, so they're 33-20. And Launceston pretty easy in the end there over Hobart, currently 36-3. So all those games going in the end as expected after being pretty close and certainly not looking as expected early on. But that's it for round 13. Next week we have the reserve grade grand final. I suspect we'll be showing you that one from Burnie, between Burnie and Launceston, and we'll also have the women's sevens finals as well from that ground. If it's at Burnie, if it's anywhere else, I doubt it. The women will be at the same location. So big gala day of rugby next Saturday with women's and reserve grade finals, and we'll see you all then.